When I was 18, I was under the delusion I was cursed by the number 7 and had been for some years. I kept seeing it everywhere. I even thought I had 7 toes at one point. I think it all stemmed from the fact that I just can't remember my 7th birthday and my added love of conspiracy theories. So I built one around myself, and it all just got out of hand. But I know now that it wasn't real. I never had 7 toes, and I was just subconsciously looking for the number 7 in order to reinforce that I was cursed by it. The fact I went to bed and woke up the next day as a 7-year-old, however, is a little harder to justify. But that aside, I know it was all in my head. I can't believe I had to go through puberty twice. Oh, hi! Whoa! Oh, that's bad. Welcome to the future.
The future.
The year was 2028, and as you may have already noticed, we have flying cars, killer robots, and we all live underwater. Nah, not really. Coincidentally, 2028 looks, well, pretty much exactly the same as 2018. What are the odds? Last time you saw me, I'd regressed back into my 7-year-old self. It's been 17 years since then, meaning I'm now 24. However, technically, I'm 36 as I was born in 92. Confusing, right? But, as my psychiatrist keeps telling me, none of this number 7 stuff happened anyway. I just have good skin. Completely explains why I had to learn how to shave again. Thinking about it, I don't know how I managed to keep my sanity. Do you realise how many 7s there are out there? The number's bloody everywhere, whether it's singular 7s, or even part of another number like 37, 730, or even 7,950. As long as I had a 7 somewhere, it caused panic in my brain. It sounds ridiculous now, but at the time, it was just so exhausting. I know what you're thinking. If he's over this number 7 like he says he is, then why are we watching the sequel? Good question. But I can assure you with 100% certainty that I am absolutely, completely over the number 7 curse. Nah, not really. But I am over the curse though.
Hey Tony, do you fancy watching Fast and Furious? Team?
Yeah, alright. But I'm a little busy at the moment, so maybe later.
I know, bother.
See? So what do I do now, I hear you ask? Well, I go to work and I do what most other people my age do. I spend most of my time complaining and getting offended at everything since, technically, I'm part of Generation Snowflake now. Does this tea look a bit too milky to you? I do a lot of running these days. I find it helps clear your mind, you can get a better perspective on things. You know, even when it's like too much milk in your tea. But it helped me get through those difficult years of number 7, and it continues to help me today. I've also got a bit of a side project on the go. For God knows how many years now I've been watching and reading every single film and book with a 7 in its title 7 times to reinforce in my mind that nothing can or will go wrong because of the number 7. So, to name a few, there's The Magnificent 7, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, The Seventh Seal, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, 7 Samurai, 7 Psychopaths, and 7. So far, I've watched all of these films 7 times, and you know what? Nothing bad's happened. Andy? Oh, must have gone out. Andy! Oh, I'll just watch the first 10 minutes. What's worse that can happen? Hang on.
Tony, were you just shouting me? Well, I hope you're going to get a brush.
No, I always run away from this of nothing. I'm going to deal with this, how I should have done all those years ago, once and for all. I decided to come and visit one of my old college professors. He's a mathematician historian, the only one I know in that field. He's the real McCoy. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he's called Professor McCoy. I'll give him a knock.
Tony,
Hello, Professor McCoy.
you better come in. Said something on the phone about a picture?
This is it.
Oh wow, this is amazing. Do you realise what this is? This is the prophecy of the 7th. Hang on. I have something. I have it somewhere. Yes! I've had this in my possession for years. It foretells the coming of the 13th. And if I'm correct...
The two halves of the same picture. What does this mean?
Centuries ago, an ancient and very wise prophet discovered the entire universe is made up of numbers.
Whoa, stop. What's this? Where's the CGI?
We haven't got any.
What do you mean? We haven't got any? Where's the budget?
We haven't got one.
What? Fine, continue.
A numberverse, if you will. And this numberverse must always be in balance. But the prophet foretold of the 13th. An individual with the power of 13, who will disrupt the balance, and with him or her, could be a woman, will come the end of everything as we know it. But the prophecy also tells of an opposing force, the 7th, who will duel the 13th for the fate of the numberverse. Until now, there was no proof of the 7th, only spoken legend. Where did you even find this?
Fell out of a DVD.
Which one?
Fast and Furious 17.
Classic film. Not as good as the 16th film, but it did win the Oscar. Hang on. Didn't you have a thing for the number 7 years ago?
Yeah, I thought I was cursed by number 7. I used to see it everywhere, but my psychiatrist helped me get over it.
And now you've found this. Are you seeing 7s again?
A few, yeah. Ah!
Is it the 7?
No, it's just a rubbish TV show.
Well, apart from a distinct lack of class and taste when it comes to 1970s science fiction, I think you might be the 7.
Okay.
You okay? You look a little nervous.
No, I'm okay. Continue.
Well, I believe all them years ago when you were cursed, you were actually being prepared for your awakening to the numberverse. And when the psychiatrist helped you get over it, what actually happened was your connection was severed. But now, someone wants to re-establish that connection and continue your progression towards becoming the seventh. It could even be the numberverse itself that has decided to take action, which can mean only one thing. The time of the 13th is upon us!
But, how do you know all of this has to happen?
What do you mean? It's all there in the picture.
Oh, not really. Like, I mean, it shows two people, like, one surrounded by 7s and the other surrounded by 13s. Like, how does that mean that they both have to do battle for the numberverse?
It's basically about balance. Good versus evil. Light versus dark. It's your basic Star Wars Ridge Tridge stuff. The power of the 13th is cursed with evil, whereas the 7th...
You just see 7s all over.
If you can see the 7s, you can control the 7s.
What can I do with a 7?
I don't know, you're the 7th, I thought you could tell me. Anyway, back to my original point, the 7th must defeat the 13th because 7 take away 13 is -6. And negatives can't exist in the real world, that would be chaos!
But if I take him out, wouldn't that be 7 taking away 13, causing a negative that would bring chaos? Surely letting him defeat me would bring the balance, as that would be 13 minus 7, because 6 is a positive and should be alright. Am I the baddie?
No, look, this prophecy has been foretold for thousands of years. Yeah, the minor details might have got messed up with translations and stuff, but the major point remains. The 7th is good. And the 13th is bad. Why do you think 7's considered lucky and 13 unlucky?
I don't know how I feel about fighting someone, especially with armies and bloody scythes.
Well, I think the picture's a little bit more of a guide.
A guide? I thought it was a bloody prophecy.
This picture was drawn when people were going to war over sheep bothering and stealing plates of croutons and stuff. They couldn't have them depicting the battle for reality with just two blokes having fisticuffs, could they?
Okay. I'll do it. But I'll do it my way. So what happens now?
I don't know. You're the 7th.
Do I not need, like, a training montage or something?
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? Then again, if the time of the 13th really is upon us, maybe it's the numberverse is just going to fast-track you.
What's faster than a training montage?
Being thrown in at the deep end.
Oh no. Oh no! I hate being thrown in at a deep end!
Time for a wank.
So you're the 7th.
And you're the 13th, I presume. So you're an inmate, I take it. Freshly escaped, I see.
What? Oh, this. No. It's a fancy dress costume. I saw it in a shop window on my way here. I couldn't resist. I mean, look. It's got 13 on. It's perfect. Your costume's crap.
This isn't a game, you know. We are prophesied to fight each other. If you win, the universe is cast into chaos. If I win, balance is maintained. I think you know how this has to go. But we don't have to fight. I don't want to fight you. I think we can discuss this reasonably. What do you say?
I didn't come all the way here just to talk. Do you have any idea what we can do? Look. Come on. Don't you at least want to have a bit of fun?
This isn't about having fun. For years I thought this was a curse, but I've only very recently learned that this is something much more. It's about more than just you and me. It's about every living thing in the universe.
Look, unlike you, I didn't get whisked here by a magic vortex. I had to get the bloody bus for an hour and a half. I sat next to a smelly bloke who kept yapping on his phone the whole journey. Then I had to walk the rest of the way, as the nearest bus stop was 3 miles away! So if I want to make the most of this bloody trip, then I will.
Right, I need something to defend myself. Come on, you can do this. Yes?
Wang.
Well, that's no bloody good, is it?
Hey, come on, Seventh. Quit hiding behind that tree. I promise I won't shoot. Let's settle this, like men.
Well, that's exactly what I want. To settle this like reasonable men. Oh.
Sorry, I'll give you a second to compose yourself.
I don't want to fight you.
13.
How did you... Will you stop hitting me?
Come on, man. This is the epic battle for everything, and you're leaving it all up to me. At least try.
I've told you, I don't want to fight you. Besides, even if I did, I don't know how to use my powers. I've never tried to use them before now.
Ah. So you miss your trying.
No, that's not what I meant. I won't fight you.
Fight me!
No.
Can you two be quiet, please? I'm on the phone.
Oi! Back in! Trying to drive here?
Yeah, he's right. Don't distract the driver.
Seatbelts. So, what are you two fighting about then?
Oh, we're fighting for the fate of the Numberverse.
Sounds important.
Oh, it is. The Numberverse is the underlying base code for the universe. We're two opposite ends of a balancing force within that.
Oh. Hang on. You two are opposite ends of a balancing force, and you're going to keep the balance by fighting each other. Surely that's just going to upset the balance, innit? You know, if you want to keep the balance, surely the best thing to do would be to not fight.
Yeah, you make a pretty good point. And I'd be inclined to agree with you. But, between you and me, I'm winning this fight.
Oh, sod it.
7.
Bloody hell, man. Are you trying to kill us?
I've told you, I don't know how to use these powers. Not only am I being forced into a battle I don't want to be part of, but it's completely unfair.
As bad as I am, I do enjoy a fair fight. You really have no idea how to use your powers?
No.
Right. We'll make this a simple fight. No powers. But we'll have to use them to get weapons.
If you must. What are you proposing?
A sword fight!
You're not going to let this epic battle thing drop, are you? Mm-mm. Fine. A sword fight it is. I mean, clearly you're going to have to give me some pointers.
Just visualize a sword in your hand.
Why is it always bananas?
Try again. Just focus and breathe.
Wang.
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh man, this is painful. Are you sure you're the seventh? Here. Take my sword. I'll materialize another one. Now, let's walk a few paces so we can make this more dramatic.
You know, this was only done for gunfights, right? Not swords. Because, you know, we're going to have to, like, walk back in the middle to actually, like, fight.
Shh.
So yeah, we had this epic sword fight now. Won. I, the 7th, defeated the 13th. Well, what? No, I didn't kill him. It was more like fencing, you know, point, score, that sort of thing. Besides, couldn't you tell that the swords were clearly plastic? Yeah, I've got one here. See? From a pound shop. He's actually not a bad guy once you get to know him. I'm actually meeting him next week for a coffee. Oh, also, remember those bananas? They actually came in quite useful in the end. He kept slipping on them, and I scored some vital points. I think all in all, I'm just glad that all this number 7 business is over with. It's been 30 long years. I can finally put it all to bed. Hello?
Tony!
Oh, hi, Professor. How's it going?
The hemorrhoids are getting worse, but that's not important right now. It's not finished, Tony. The numberverse isn't finished with you.
But I've defeated the 13th.
There's more than one multiple of 13, Tony. I imagine like last time the numberverse will take you where you need to go. Or even when.
What do you mean, when?
The multiples don't just exist in our time, Tony.
I can time travel now? I suppose that's pretty cool. What can I expect to be taken?
It could happen any time, Tony. This month, next year, tomorrow, today, yesterday, this very instant. Tony? Tony? Farewell, Tony. You surely were the greatest man I ever... Hello?
Oh, sorry about that. There was just someone at the door. So, how did you get this new information?
I'm gonna wait a little while before bidding farewell this time, Tony. Okay?
As you may remember, I used to like doing shadow puppets. Well, 17 years later, I still do. First, the classic. And now, the one you've all been waiting for. Oh, wait. Were you waiting for something to happen there? Oh, no, nothing's going to happen because, like, this is supposed to be taking place before the number 7 stuff kicked off in the film. Look, I know it's not the best post-credit clip, but I just wanted to put the shadow puppets in somewhere. I'm a big fan of shadow puppets. It was in the first film, and I just thought, oh, it'd be good to get it in again. I just couldn't find anywhere to put it in. So I thought, I'll put it in here. Fine, we'll redo it. And now, the one you've all been waiting for.